me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate it.
Well, it seems Zambia is experiencing some good news. So the National Heroes Korea Center has 0 patients and in admission. Sylvia Mase was reported. So pretty much it's not occupied by anyone. We have no patients at the center. It could be because of the heat wave that the country is facing at the moment. So that's the update. This was like the epicenter of the cholera outbreak, the recent one that happened in the nation. So it currently has no patients. What is President Hakainde expected in Namibia for a state funeral of the late president there? So the last month, Namibia has been mourning their former head of state. So the president of Zambia, Hakainde is expected in Namibia in a couple of hours today. So the former president of Namibia, the late, is a veteran in that country of an independence struggle and was diagnosed with cancer and had revealed the details to the public. So President Hichilema is expected to return to Zambia immediately after the engagement. So that's the update. The President of the Republic of Zambia is expected in Namibia in a couple of hours. What is Dr. Nebas Mumba has issued statements that have triggered the PF and Edgar Lungu's camp with regard to their alliance, the Oka alliance. So Dr. Nebas Mumba had very interesting views, which have not sat well. So from the picture, these are like the members of the Oka alliance, the political pact or alliance that they formed of the opposition. So Edith Nawakwi, Edgar Chakalungu, Hari Kalaba, Shalakateka, Sakura Skota, and Savoy Mboira. Then Jackson Slavwe in picture right now. But this is what Dr. Nevas Mumba said that has triggered everyone. So Dr. Nevas Mumba says, President Sekuba Skota and the Uka praise singers, aka the Uka vocal band. So I was wondering the other day, suppose one of these parties in the United Kwacha Alliance, the Uka, were to win the elections, and one of the leaders, let's say my good brother, President Sekuba Skota, hypothetically becomes president. He asks the first question. Would you expect the other like-minded Oka presidents to be appointed to the cabinet of the winning leader, or would you expect that one of them would continue to lead the individual political parties? B, would you expect all the rest of the like-minded and well-meaning Oka leaders now that on the other to start another alliance of parties in heavy opposition of President Sekuba Skota and suddenly become buddies with and start working with Hakainde HDM and the UPND and perhaps even form another alliance and call it the United Tingwe Alliance, UNA, for example? In the name of offering checks and balances, he asks the question there, or would you instead expect at the very least, out of the principle of those leaders, would have to continue to work with the and support with support President Sakuba Skota and his administration, whom they had stood together and shown like-mindedness in all the time to actualize the good plans they are making on this round table. So that's the picture that I had shown you earlier on where they had met. So he's illustrating. Would you expect them to work with him? He goes, C. If on the other hand they did decide to forge some form of positive working relationship with President Sakuba Skota, the winning candidate, what name would you give these? Would you give to the likes of these president like Hari Karaba, His Excellency President Edgar Chagwalungu, my dear young brother President Jackson Silawavwe, my sister President Sharakateka, and President Reverend Danny Pure, and not forgetting President Edith Nawakwe and Savoy Imboera, who today are working very well with Comrade Sakura Scotta. Would it uh, would it be right to say that they are praise singers for Sakura Scotta each time they step in support of the and clarify the policy position which they took time in planning and analyzing with him while in opposition? Perhaps we would call them the Uka Vocal Band for good measure, and he laughs it off. And if so, do they not qualify to be called praise singers for Sakuba Scott already? Just like some of us are called praise singers for Hakainde Ichilema for attempting to stand on the very same side we stood on, shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues in the UPND, whom Zambians have decided to entrust with the power through many years of struggle and persecution in the opposition under the previous regime. A penny for thought. So he asks a couple of questions, which are valid questions, uh, because he's been called like a praise singer for President Hakainde Hichilema. So he asked to say, in this case, if the ball was in the other court, wouldn't those individuals be called praise singers also? And then someone, John, in the comment section of Devas Mumba goes on and asks the question. Go ask HH how, go and ask Hakainde Hichilema how he has managed it, since you are now a chief UPND praise singer. And then Dr. Devas Mumba simply responds, how he has managed what? So those are some of the questions that Dr. Nevas Mumba is asking to say, if the ball was in the other court, would it apply the same way he's referred to as the praise singer? And yeah, so the United Kwacha Alliance seems to be offering policy direction. This was posted by Chilufya Tayari. So Chilufya Tayari says, okay, now the United Kwacha Alliance has started giving its policy direction that they will create 1 million businesses as opposed to getting foreigners, gifting foreigners with tax breaks and denying Zambians loans and only favoring party cadres. United Kwacha Alliance says they will create not less than 1 million strong, successful businesses in Zambia. These businesses will be owned by Zambians 100% and will employ Zambians. They will contribute to the sustainable employment creation in the country to reach a target of 5 million new jobs. Currently, Hakainde Hichilema is just employing nurses and teachers. Their salaries only consume about 40% of the national budget. But how about the accountants, bankers, marketeers, engineers, IT, tech, lawyers, and farmers, etc.? Why hasn't the Hakainde Hichilema employed them also? But the United Kwacha Alliance wants to broaden the employment creation and of these jobs to be created by the private sector, led by Zambians. Right now, shops and filling stations and everything is run by foreigners. The United Kwacha Alliance is changing everything. So that's what Chief Yatayari posts on behalf of the United Kwacha Alliance. What is Speaker of the National Assembly, Nelly Miti, has handed Lumezi constituency Member of Parliament, Munia Zulu, a 7-day suspension from Parliament for wearing a chitenge in the House. So this is the outfit that Munia Zulu rocked in Parliament, for which he has been suspended for 7 days. So he got suspended from Parliament for wearing a traditional attire of the people of Wapura, and then he laughs it out. We are in trouble. And then he goes further, he posts the images for which he has been suspended. And then he says, if one has a personal issue with me, address it than hiding under the banner of hating and our culture and heritage. So he says it's a personal vendetta against him.
Visit my YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.